A historic shift in U.S. relations with Cuba today. The president announcing this. He can't by himself lift the economic embargo on Cuba, but he's calling on Congress to do it, and he's reestablishing diplomatic relations. Let's bring in our panel. Juan Williams, columnist with The Hill, radio talk show host Laura Ingraham, and syndicated columnist Charles Krauthammer, Fox News contributors, all Charles.
Well, the president says that he's convinced this is going to advance our interest. I don't understand it. Regardless of what you think about the effectiveness of the embargo, it is a huge bargaining chip. Recognition, the idea of expanding trade, which will get hard currency into the hands of the regime, a regime which is under huge economic pressure because its support came from Venezuela and Russia, both of which are reeling under the drop in oil prices. So this is a regime facing instability, especially with the transition coming up. And this is surely going to help it. They have been waiting 55 years, the Castros, for something like this. And we gave it away for nothing. And I'll give you one example. In July of this year, Cuba announced that it would reopen the Lourdes spy base that the Russians had maintained on the island during the Cold War, which was a listening post for all communications inside the U.S. I mean, there is nothing in this that Cuba has given. Forget about human rights. Forget about free speech. Forget about expanding Internet or allowing Internet communications. Is there anything for the U.S. national interest, say a cancellation of that agreement? Or, for example, last year the Cubans were caught red-handed having a ship sent through Panama on the way to North Korea. It was carrying jets, anti-aircraft material, and was condemned for breaking the embargo on North Korea. Is there anything about Cuban behavior at home or abroad? Nothing in this agreement. There was not an ounce, there was not an inch, there was not a suggestion of an opening here. So this is a contradiction. It's about this administration that everywhere it meets a tyrant, whether it's Putin in Russia and we abandon the missile defense system in Eastern Europe and get nothing in return, we do a START treaty which is advantageous to the Russians and does nothing on our part, or with Iran where Obama refuses to support the revolution in 2009 and appears to be relaxing sanctions, giving away the store on nuclear weapons. Is there no tyrant or anti-American center in the world that Obama will not appease for nothing in return? If you get something in return, I'd be willing to listen. I haven't seen anything.